Oh my.
That was a mistake. Hello. Who do we have out there in the void tonight? Let's see. That was not intentional, but welcome.
That's like a duck.
No, I don't know what happened there. Like my settings are all completely messed up. So
You got a cat on your keyboard, haven't you?
yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That was not a planned voice
I thought
effect.
you were mixing it up a little bit then. I thought you were trying
Something new? No, that was just a bit disturbing. So yeah. How are we doing, guys? Welcome, Aaron. Welcome back to the stream. What an intro there.
Thank you very much. Thanks for that exciting introduction. Something a little bit different there.
Let me just see here. We got this sound. Okay, perfect. So, Aaron, how are we doing, man? It's been, well, luckily we were here last week, but it'll be another exciting week in the space engineers world. And yeah, love to hear how you're doing, man.
Yeah, well, let's have a little bit of a chat about the community. The community have been working very hard on their Apex creations, and we've seen much more farming. We've also seen a lot of farming mods evolve, for everything from automation mods to different sorts of planters, everything like that sort of evolve. But that's kind of the bit we're going to dig a little bit deeper into as we get started, though.
Definitely. Yeah, there's been some really amazing builds, but also, yeah, as you said, some amazing mods as well. Like just seeing what people are doing with farming, and we're going to get into it, and we're going to ask you guys for some feedback and see how things are getting on.
Yeah, of course. But I think before we go any a little bit further, I'll just give a little bit of shout out for some of them little mods that people can have a little bit of an explore, and perhaps while we're chatting as well. I mean, they've got the handheld scanner out there, so you can scan for wrecked ships, intelligence, different bits of food around the planet. They've got the wild boar replacement that replaces wolves with wild boars. So lots of cool little ideas there. And then of course you've got the classic automation of your farming, so you can plant seeds automatically. And you've also got an automated level tunnel digger. So there's some really cool stuff that's popped up on the workshop. But anyway, back over to you.
Yeah, definitely. So that's just to name a few. And I know obviously the people weren't a big fan of killing wolves, so definitely that's some people. It's easy to kill bears, but boars. So
well, of course there is still your plant free sort of menu if you want that. There's the plant mod, so you can eat everything plant based if you want to go down that road.
Well, I also saw about cannibalism. I know there's still some little black in the chats mentioning that we're still missing cannibalism mods. So
yes. Yeah, that's actually a really big surprise. I was really expecting to actually see that by now. I didn't really want to see it, but I think the community have just decided not to embrace that. So well done, guys.
Apparently, yeah, they've resisted the temptation to engineer meat.
I'm sure it's got to be somewhere. Maybe it's in the dark sort of crevices of the Steam Workshop somewhere.
Oh, maybe you're right. Unlisted, and 420 subscribers, something like that.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
So, other news that's happening. We're going to go through the latest Space Engineers 2 dev diary as well to touch base with Space Engineers 2 very briefly. It's a very nice dev diary, but it isn't anything. I was going to say it's not going to be too much to go through here. We're going to get straight into the showcase a little bit here. But one other reminder, Aaron, I wanted to bring attention back to the song contest. So I'm not sure if Aaron you wanted to re-announce this.
Yeah, so at the moment we have got our beautiful song competition going on for you guys to join into. We've had many applicants. I think we've had over 40 applicants.
I'm telling you.
We've had everything from AI music to remixes of classic soundtracks to completely unique pieces. And the sound competition, when we guys have ran it in the past, I wasn't about here, was extremely popular. It's probably one of the most popular competitions and one of the most successful ones you could say that we've ever run. On top of that, if you do win, you do get yourself a nice Steam gift card as well.
So it's a good reason to enter. And of course, there's also, we talked about for SE1, it's obviously subject to conditions, but the idea being that these songs will also be implemented into SE1 as well, which doesn't get much better than that in terms of if you're a music composer. So very, very exciting. And I say, Aaron, say 40 entries and what? We have another
there's
2
definitely more
months?
than 40 entries. This was like at the beginning of the week where we just touched base to see how many we had in. But yeah, there's plenty of time. I'll grab an exact date up shortly for everyone, and I'll also post a link to the sound competition.
Please, yeah.
Competition. I don't know why I keep calling it a sound competition. Maybe some of the music is more like sound, you know, or it's the sound block.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just thinking though, but the date was, I know it's November. Is it November 14th or November 26th? I might get mixed up there. But the point is, you have at least a month, maybe even 6 weeks, guys. So there's plenty of time to get your entries in, and it's an impressive to see just how many we have. Right. I mean, from my experience, like you tend to get a surge at the start, and then a kind of surge at the end where people are trying to get their last minute submissions in. But as I expected, like it's these for some reason. These tend to be very popular with the community. These music competitions. Even more so than some build competitions. It's really interesting, honestly. So yeah. Looking forward to going through all of those soon.
So quickly jumping in there, with the deadline for submissions is Monday, November the 24th.
Oh,
So yeah, and of course the top 10 entries will be chosen by the Keen Software team, and the winner will be announced on the live stream, of course, on Friday, December the 12th. So it's very exciting. We'll see what sort of music is going to be made. I'm sure there's going to be some music in there that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
No doubt about it. I always like the diversity that we get in the submissions, the different genres of music. So let me see a show of hands in the chat. Let's do 07's in the chat. If you happen to be if you already have submitted a piece of music, and 08's in the chat. If you haven't done it yet, but you're working on it or you're planning to enter the music competition, I'm really, really curious to see how many musicians we have in the chat right now. I see some names who I know who are pretty talented out there. So let's see. So Tune 490 have submitted. Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
We've got Wolf Knight as well. Oh, not you. Oh, I say. So okay. Grabanton is planning on it. There we go.
Because the interesting one about this competition as well, it's a different sort of creativity. This is not like a building creativity. This is, a musical creativity is quite different, a bit in a contrast, you could say, or maybe even parallel with the creativity of building ships. So a little bit different. So a different sort of skill set required, maybe appealing to a different audience.
Oh, for sure. And we get Hoodius here says, 08, like as if they plan to enter. They only just heard about it though, Aaron. So I guess we're going to have to keep hammering the old competition news regularly on all the channels.
We've released it as shorts. We've released it as a big post on the blog. So maybe we can have some more shorts and more information, letting people know and gain some more tracks for the collection.
Fantastic. So that was the song contest. Other news. Let me think, Aaron. Is there any other big ones for SE1? Obviously, we've been following the reactions and the builds as we'll get into shortly for 207, the Apex Survival. But
so at the moment, the big one from our point of view is just watching what the community are building, understanding how they're using these new Apex farming blocks, and also understanding what sort of difficulties they're having with survival. So it's like we're in a very sort of feedback stage and understanding exactly what they've got from survival, and also making them aware that if something is a little bit too hard for them, they do have the ability to turn them features off. We've had a lot of players that have said that radiation was a little bit too difficult. You can always adjust the settings. You can have a light mode of solar radiation all the way, of course, off and then on. And for the most part, though, we've had very positive sort of praises from everyone. Everyone's really been enjoying the food, and it's been adding sort of a different layer to survival as well.
No, definitely. And I think it's very interesting to hear this as well regarding the just the general thoughts on the balance of things. So I definitely would say keep that up, guys, so that we can
of course
continue to tweak that maybe in the future.
Yeah, keep the information coming in. Tell us what you like about this update, and it's going to help us evolve Space Engineers and take different directions, or even hold the course. Definitely.
So we'll get into that a bit more in a bit, but I was just going to say, obviously, as a reminder, guys, for the roadmap, next up would be 208, which is planned to be a quality of life kind of improvement update, which is going to have a ton of stuff which, some of it might seem small, but actually it can be very game-changing to your just day-to-day experience in the game. Yeah, you can count on there being some very nice things as well.
Ooh,
As always, there is some very... that's all I said, very nice things, very vague. But it'll still be a very, very, very nice update. I know there's people out there who prefer those kind of updates to even something like Apex Survival. I know it's hard to imagine, but for real, some players, they really appreciate these smaller things, but that can just, really change how they play the game. And of course, the beyond 208, which the team is deep in work right now, will be 209, which, of course, we're talking about missions, we're talking about economy, and it's going to tie in all of these survival features that have been expanded upon these last couple of years. So the road ahead is great for SE1. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. And of course, SE2 is cooking very nice in the meantime. And on that topic, we're going to open up Marek's blog, and we're going to have a little look at the dev diary from this week. Let's switch.
There we go. Yeah, it's a very tasty one this week. I put a little video together, so if you want a quick recap in about 3 minutes of everything that's discussed in the diary, we do have the video there, and we are covering it in the dev diary video each week. And it's an exciting one. It's an exciting one both for Space Engineers 1 and Space Engineers 2, because you're going to get some cool sneak peeks. So take us through it.
Okay, here we go then. Marek's Dev Diary, September 25th. All right, so straight at the top, we have a very nice image. So some of you are worried about our yellow submarine. Thanks for thinking about her. She is fine. Here's the progress. So this is, we all live in a yellow Space Engineers submarine here. So here it is. Some little icons here, which you get. There's lots to break down when you look at these kind of teasers. Let's have a little look.
Well, we'll leave it to the players. They always love to take them apart and analyze every section of them. But this is a beautiful little clip, and it's showing the submarine, submerged out of the water. The last one we showed you guys was a little bit, when we didn't have the performance quite as dialed in, and you can see performances coming together really nicely as it rises out the water and then plunges back in.
Definitely. I say, and this is just, example there, just deleted a block, the water comes flooding into the ship, filling the stairwell.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It looks really good, and there's still a long way to go with these water prototypes. You can see there's a little bit of leakage through the walls, and there's some other effects that they're working to iron out.
Definitely. It's don't get me wrong, I think players would love to dive into it as it is. It looks stunning. And they could probably get past some of these, small visual bugs. But for the team, it's really important that, by the time this gets into your hands, that this is still feeling is I wouldn't say like polished forever, like in the final state, but at least in a good kind of reaching a good threshold when it comes to the, the level that it's at, if that makes sense. But still, it's making progress, and there was people asking about it, so this was a really nice video, and I love the particle effects coming out of the water here.
It's really nice.
And this is the closest image to my dream I have in Space Engineers of basically, being able to be in a submarine, getting to the surface, taking off, and flying out into space. So, it's lovely. It's
a lovely clip, and I love to see how far the water's come along, because especially when he's standing there in the submarine looking across the water, you can see the reflections. And I remember watching each step in development, from when it looked like jelly to now it looks like this really lovely realistic water outside. And the team are working really hard across the board to build the foundation for Space Engineers 2, so features that they can get to a really good point, and then from that point on they can continue to work it. So that's just like in the VS2, where we've got planets and survival coming your way. The foundation is going to be established there, and it's just going to be built upon to be even better.
100%. So that was this yellow submarine progress. I'm sure you'll see continued progress on that. So improvements from our amazing graphics team. Always finding ways to improve and innovate and speed up the workflow. So there was a video last week with the material linker that was done by Alice. And now there's a preview of another tool created by Asaraf. And to speed up the workflow, he built a custom Blender add-on for faster block fracture processing. So here we can have a look at this. And this is also important, because one of the things that takes us so long is to actually creating blocks is actually the fact that there is all these fractures now. So this is something you can see. So what it gives is quick presets for adding custom attributes. One-click mesh separation, auto renaming, and also attribute setup for construction stages, and more improvements that we plan to release to our modding community, so you can process block fractures for modded blocks just as fast as we can. Because I haven't seen any modders yet, I could be wrong, with blocks that have fractures. Normally, I think you shoot them and eventually they disappear. So obviously, it's important. It will be important for modders to be able to easily replicate the same as the official blocks, and this will help them do that. So here we go.
Yeah, because what I really like about this as well is that how our team are going above and beyond to try and make as much of this tech available to the players as well. So when it does come to modding, just like you said, they can then crack on, make their own mods. And the other thing is having tutorials that are available there. So as this new tech comes out, these tutorials are being released pretty much at the same time, showing you, exactly how it works on what we're doing. So that's exactly what we want to do, get our modders on board so they can start creating by our side.
100%. And I say, Aaron, look at have you seen these? This video is great. Like, the build stages are beautiful. And now we're seeing the fractures as well. I mean, I'm asking if you've seen this.
I've seen
asking
it.
the wrong person.
I've cut it into shorts.
Yes, you have, sir.
I've seen this video multiple times on my screen over the last
Probably
few
more
days.
than anyone. Yeah, it's true.
But the fractures, when it shows you later in the video, when it's selecting in the editor the individual fractures and showing how the block then splits apart. It's just beautiful as it comes from that sort of workspace area then into the reality of the game where it flies off into debris in space. It's just really nice how it comes together.
And I know that players are going to really like using these build states. Look at the detail of these build states. Like, this could be, like, players are often using build states as like a decorative block, but I can see this being like a ship covered in that.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm sure we'll see this.
I'm also excited to see what players do with fractures as well within the builds, because I'm sure as more players get building within Space Engineers 2, like a damaged ship will be something that we see, and it's not just because it's been damaged in a battle, it's because the player is using that as a look, like as a damaged ill-repaired ship. Maybe there's some sort of pirate or bandit, but yeah, you could use the fractures to your advantage there, just like you said with the build states as well.
Joao says, release playtest. Soon. Planets, work on the Space Engineers planets is at its high peak right now. Our team is fully focused on making planets, terrain, and biomes not just bigger and prettier, but also richer to explore and build on. Every detail matters, from voxel destruction and particle effects to the look and the feel of each biome. And a funny thing too, humans are actually pretty bad at judging the scale of virtual terrain without a clear reference point. And this is actually pretty wild. It's like, this is a bit like a Where's Wally. Guys, can you see where the engineer is in this picture? Because you look at this and think, oh yeah, this is like, it's almost like, Aaron, like this like dune or like this edge in front of us. Well, not in front of us, but like just in front of the camera. That could almost be really close to the floor. And maybe that's, if you could have an engineer standing there and it would be as tall as the work in progress thing.
You know what, this scene, when I've been looking at it today, when I've been cropping things together, it reminds me of the little lake pit in, what was it? The Chronicles of Riddick. Where he has to battle his way through past that creature, to get to the canyon on the other side. I don't know why, but this is what
the vibe you're getting.
Yeah, this was the vibe, like this desolate place with, unknown things that could be happening here. But if you do go on a little bit further, we are actually, trying to show you the scale.
And there it is.
Of this area, yeah.
So there it is. Our little engineer friend is down here, that little speck. You can just see, probably on my screen, like, 10 pixels away.
Yeah, there's actually 20 engineers in this picture. So if you can have a look closely, and see if you can spot each one of them in the picture, that might be an exciting little side game.
Wait, are you serious, Aaron?
No, I'm not.
Because I thought you were me, because I started looking, I was like, that would be insane. Like maybe like up here on the top corner here or something.
Maybe next time.
Okay,
but,
Aaron's getting you.
I'm sure everyone was looking very closely then. But yeah,
imagine this being
your
so base. Big. Like imagine like this, you just park up on the edge of this beautiful lake. It's such a, I want to swim. I want to jump off and swim in this lake. Look at that. Stunning.
Yeah, it's just the watercolor is really nice, and the reflection of the rocks as well has been achieved really nicely as well. It just feels right, and it feels more realistic than ever.
It really does. Very, very much does indeed. We are also working on mining and voxel particles, destruction particles, as well as terrain details. Here you can see particle testing on asteroids, sand, snow, and soil. So look at this, guys. Also important for feedback. Look at that kind of like, it's like spinning like this.
Yeah, this
powder.
This was a big design point in some of our play tests where we've been working closely with the team. Marek's been looking at each time the drill has a different effect. And at one point we had too much effect and it was too smoky. So it was kind of blinding where the player was. And then there wasn't enough sparks. And it was all about really connecting the player with the tool that's in your hand, because you're going to be using these tools for about 90% of the game until you obviously switch over to other tools. So you want them to look beautiful, on screen. You want the effects to look right, the sparks to be flying, the debris to be flicking off the blocks. So yeah, Marek's really persevered to get these tools looking and feeling, as good as possible.
You can imagine that, like, especially if it's dry and you start drilling something, like, it does kick up a ton of dust. So it's actually, yeah, it's nice to see that. Like, it's not really, the effect in SE1 is not as pronounced. Like, there is sparks, there is something, but yeah, not quite the same as this. So great to see. Next up, both planets and all the planetary biomes also need its unique style of rocks, because that's also true. Like, you don't want to have the same rock in like every biome. So look at this, guys. So we have this kind of here, like this is like kind of like almost like volcanic area, and you can see like these same wavy patterns on the boulders, so verdure rocks here.
Yeah, a lot of players have said this, especially about Space Engineers 1, where there's not enough clutter on the ground.
Yeah.
And planets, as you're walking around, as you're hiking, there is going to be rocks all over the place. And the most important thing is having rocks that suit the environment, because the wrong rock will just stand out like a sore thumb. We've all played Space Engineers 1, where there's been
a massive boulder.
Yeah, a massive boulder. And obviously, it's pretty good for gameplay, because you can head over to it and then you can mine it and get your resources. But these guys, they fit more within the scene itself and are a bit more immersive in your experience.
Yeah, look at this. The snow. This is like just again like just all over the side of the mountain.
Yeah,
there.
I also like the trees with no leaves on in the volcanic areas.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
These are beautiful though. Oh, we got more. Oh, we got more. Look at this. This Sahara. This is. I mean, I don't know what my favorite is, because this volcanic area is pretty interesting. The clouds in this image. Look at the clouds and the snow and the blue sky. But then down here, this is pretty interesting too.
Yeah, it's perfect. It just ties the environments together, because I know they've been working really hard behind the scenes to make sure that these planets feel like somewhere that's alive and it's not dead. So everything from the flora to the rocks to how the trees are interacted with, and eventually you'll see how the trees get destroyed as well. That's quite fascinating when they fracture apart.
And this is all on verdure as well. So this is all verdure screenshots. If we scroll down, now we can see Chemic. Very different. And that, I say honestly, when I see these vibe and the kind of atmosphere, it's so like, I want to say Martian almost, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the perfect place for I feel like a survival series. It's like your Mad Max planet, isn't it? But Chemic. It's just like a dust ball. Hard to survive,
or like a Matt Damon adventure, like
yeah. I see. I also feel like this would be the perfect place to have a pod racer, event. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it just feels like it with the canyons, and then when you look at the planet from above, you can see that some of the canyons really splinter off, and they also look like shapes. I think we looked at that last week, where we had a look from Kermit from space, and just how beautiful it was.
Yeah, if you start compiling all the different images that have been released, you can get a really good idea for how planets are going to look overall, right?
Oh yeah, and I know the YouTubers will be doing that. I know the different content, the different builders, content creators, people on the Discord are already starting to compile these together, and they can also, by compile them, see the progress that planets have been, making as well, from when we first released the early teases all the way up to this point.
Yeah, and actually that reminds me, another question to ask you guys. It's at the bottom here. If you look at this obviously there's more planets. There's also with water. There's going to be very cool stuff, but based on these images, what planet and/or which biome will be the place for your very first base in Space Engineers 2? Will it be the kind of rough challenge of Chemic here, dry, nothing much to see? Will it be the Savannah Land? Will it be the, I want to call this not, what's it not, mate? Oh, I forgot the name of the
Tundra.
tundra. Yeah, like
Tundra.
yeah, volcanic like
Let me flip the question
plateaus.
towards you then. Where would you want to build your first base? Which of these
Oh, let me have a
environments
look. Let me think about
really
it.
kind of perks your interest? Also, let us know, guys, in the chat on the side of where you would like to build one of these bases as well. Because I've got a few ideas. That rocky area, though, looks like, absolute rover hell.
Oh, this here? Yeah, imagine driving across the... Yeah, that's true.
But to be honest, I'm sure that there'd be some people who develop suspension systems specifically for, these areas so that they can traverse across it. I don't know if you've ever watched any of the early NASA rovers where they've got the little drone rovers and it shows you how the wheels articulate over the boulders as they go across the planet's surface. So which one are you thinking?
I'm thinking even the snow. I quite like a snow base kind of vibe. It's it can be cozy inside. Or like this savannah land. This is beautiful, especially if you can find like an oasis or something. I think this would be pretty nice. The volcanic's pretty like...
Yeah, that's me. That's where I would want a base in the
volcanic Aaron, is that right?
Volcano,
inside the volcano.
Yeah, it's got to be inside the volcano. That would be really cool. I mean, the area that's kind of lava and just some rocks and some damaged trees could be quite fun as well. But I also like the idea of building in a forest and having like an Ewok sort of settlement.
Well, there's another option we didn't mention here. Now, obviously, it's not quite for VS2. This all could be later, but Liep says boat. And of course, I do wonder, like, obviously, water will come later, guys, but I wonder what percentage of people will be just having a boat, either for their base, like an oil rig kind of thing, like oil rig style base, or if it's an underwater base, something like that.
Yeah, it's a good point there, because I think when water does come available, since it's a new and exciting thing, players will want to try and survive on the water and just see how it contrasts to surviving on land. But yeah, I think when things balance out, I think surviving on land would be considerably more easy than surviving on water.
Definitely.
I do like the Water World movie, though. I have to say, it's very fun.
I need this.
Go on, sir.
I was going to say, I need this now, Aaron. When can we get this, Aaron?
Yeah. Well, this is VS3. We're talking VS3.
Sorry, I meant more so when can people get planets as well? When can people get planets? Well, I was going to ask my own question, but you can give some reminder of what we've said, Aaron, maybe.
Yeah.
Give some hope.
We've got planets and survival coming to you. So just hold in there for it, guys. don't get too excited. I want to see as many people. When that hits, I want to go hard, and I want to see everyone jumping in to SE2 to explore these beautiful planets for sure. Yeah, I really hope that everything that we're showing you in these weekly updates is just teasing you nice enough where I don't want to poke the bear, because I know you're really excited and you literally say give it us now, but I just want to show us enough to kind of say, look, this is but the stage we are working through development, and you guys, we're supporting you, and we want to show you exactly what we're working to next.
A lava submarine would be cool. Imagine that. Damn. Well,
just melt away.
Yeah, just slowly melting, maybe like a temporary vessel. Now, one of the questions that I was going to ask the chat was, how many? Be honest with me, fam. How many of you guys are waiting? Like, maybe you're playing SE2 a bit. Maybe some of you guys are still going to play it every week. You're building something cool. There's some amazing building opportunities still with the blocks and the unified grid system. But give me an 07 in the chat if you're not really likely to play SE2 until planets. Like, you're playing other games, you're playing SE1. I'm just curious how many people have SE2. They've had some fun in it, but they're not particularly, looking to play any more until VS2. I just want to see what percentage of the chat here.
Because I do know we've chat with we've run a very similar test here in the past, haven't we? Where a lot of players were like, I'm waiting for planets, I'm waiting for multiplayer. There's a lot of really hot things that people were like, right, I'm jumping in then.
I'm not sure if you're seeing the chat, Aaron, but there's a lot of 07s.
Of course.
Strong says, who you on about? All of us. Well, that's it. Well, to balance it, give me some 08s in the chat. If you're still, if you plan to continue to play SE2 regularly, even before VS2, maybe you're doing some amazing builds, you're practicing your skills, because let's be honest, guys, it's still not clear to me who is the best builder of SE2. And just like of SE1, it takes some time to figure out the best ways, how you can use these 25 centimeter blocks for detailing and everything. So I'm just curious, 08s, if you're planning to, play every week or every couple of weeks or something, you're still checking in, you're still like practicing your SE2 skills, let me know.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people have set their Space Engineers 1 controls up for Space Engineers 2 as well, since the
Yeah,
option came about.
I have.
So they're just preparing themselves for the future as well.
Definitely, no, 100%. We got a handful of people. That's good to see. Very nice. YouTube and Twitch. All right. Okay, guys. Well, with that is the end of the blog post. Very nice stuff. Get hyped. It's coming, but not too hyped, as Aaron says. You know, always gonna stay a little bit chill.
Yeah, we've all heard. You know, you need to just relax, take a breath, see it. You know, get excited and go. Right, it's coming, guys. It's coming. Because I know what you can get. You can get a bit overhyped, a bit too excited. So yeah, take a breath, guys. It's on its way to you. And we're working very hard to deliver it.
Just see here. I'm getting into the game now, guys. I'm loading up the game. I didn't just go quiet for no reason. I'm just
it was delayed from going from the blog post for me, so I just saw the screen go.
No,
blank.
it is blank. I should have done that more. Let's see. Should have gone more seamless here. Let me just check. I got this. I think the server details. Okay, good.
What have you thought about the concept of living in a water base and what it might mean? I mean, if we just take this as like a concept out here for the moment, and we pretend that, you know, like all the features are in, everything's available. I mean, would you want to survive on like a boat in the ocean, or do you think you'd rather have your feet on dry ground?
That is true. I mean, I like the idea of this hidden underwater base. No one can find me, because it's honestly, think how hard it will be to find people underwater. Because if you're on land, I mean, you could say the same thing in caves too. And, you know, obviously now there's this thing with voxels that you can sometimes see people from space. But I like to think that, you know, these kind of things will be avoided in SE2. But, like, you know, there is a ways to detect people. But in theory, obviously building underground is always going to be. But still, you know, normally you'll have some kind of entrance to your base, which could be spotted still. Whereas where if you're underwater and you have, like, you know, on the sea floor, or like on like a cliff but underwater, like no one's gonna find you. I honestly, it's gonna be like it's gonna be
vulnerable though, aren't you? Like if someone starts shooting at your base and they break some holes and your whole place floods.
That is true. That is true. If they find you, they could quite easily, you know, submerge you, and that would be the end of it. But I just think like finding people is gonna be so hard.
Yeah, because it'll be also exciting to see how people weaponize water as well. Like, I mean, if you're living in your nice secret cave base and then someone decides to flood you out, you know, it's not the best. Maybe, who knows, water might be a tactic to get people out of hidden bunkers underground if they start flooding your place.
Well, we know that's going to be weaponized, no doubt about it. So, guys, we are back in the same world for now, but I want to use this as like a little operations here for some more builds. So, anyone, you can join. The password, John, can you put the password in the chat? The password is surviving apes. I know that's right. Again, it was always supposed to be surviving apex. So think of it surviving apex, but rather than an X, it's an S. So surviving apes.
And just to clarify, this week we're not just looking for apex farming builds. So if you do want to come in and have a look at some other things, we want to see some nice builds in general and see what people are creating. If they are farming builds, even better.
You get bonus points.
I want to see what the community's been hard at work. Have we got password everything out ready for them?
Should do. Yeah, password should be. Let me. I'll put it in the chat here as well. So that's right, isn't it? Yeah.
There you go. Just making sure everything's going well.
So hopefully you can join. Has anyone joined yet? We got Grabanton's found it. Grabanton's got some skills. So this is it's quite a nice little outpost here too. It's a nice little spot.
Yeah. So because one thing I was going to bring up, I made a note of here, is a lot of people have said that farming has kind of given more of a purpose for rovers now, more than ever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, is that something that the chat's on board with, and maybe yourself? What do you think? Do you think that it's given more purpose to smaller vehicles or even rovers?
What do you think? Well, especially if you can figure out like automated collection using rovers, but also just for going out and especially early on if it's a small rover, like going out and like foraging and stuff like that, I think is also really really important too. So yeah, I think it definitely does. That's one thing that I might try and do this weekend. is actually play a bit more of the farming and actually, I don't know, maybe I got to throw myself in Europa or something. Go in deep.
Oh no, that's more like going in cold, to be honest. It's definitely one of the hardest survivals in there. I'd definitely try. I'd try it, but I think it's one of them. If you like pain and suffering, then Europa's the planet to be on.
Mm-hmm. Just coming back to water, Aaron. Anubis says, if underwater bases are possible, will there be connectors that allow airtight walkways between submarines and bases? Think of like an airtight docking collar or something on a base. There's a lot of questions about that, right?
Well, from what we know, we've seen blocks that act as pumps and other bits, haven't we? We've seen all this in things that we've teased. So there's no reason why I couldn't imagine. And I'll say this like lightly with work in progress, might not happen. You could suck water out of a compartment because we've seen from the testing videos people pump water into areas. So there's nothing saying that you couldn't pump water out of something. So you could basically build an airlock, pump the water out, couldn't you, and then have an airtight area to walk through.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. So I'm saying it's not confirmed, but I'm saying it with the things that you guys have seen, it should be possible.
Well, that's just it. There are things that haven't been confirmed, but there's also things that I say this to guys. We have a roadmap. There is a roadmap. There is a plan, a grand master plan. But also, as we already know, when you guys start seeing these features and you start playing with these features and feedbacking, who knows what could be added, what could be changed. Like, there's already been several changes, modifications, prioritizations made to SE2. Well, hold on a minute. What did I just say? Yeah. SE2's development, which oh my goodness. Which basically, sorry, I'm driving, Aaron.
Don't get you driving and talking.
Yeah. I'm very slow when I'm driving and talking. Which have changed the kind of outcome or like the priorities of things that are released. So the TLDR is, guys, keep on giving the feedback, right, Aaron? That was a long way of saying that, but
so like we've got ourselves a nice timeline there of what where things we would kind of like to happen in the order that we'd kind of like them to happen. But at the same time, with your feedback, it is likely that we're going to have to change things. We'll have to listen to your feedback and sort different things that are priority. Like if something you're like, oh, we can't have that, we really don't want it, then we have to look at that and go, well, can we change the design? Can we make some differences for that? Or on the other side of things, we see a problem emerge ourselves and we have to adjust it and make some fun, crazy adjustments to the game. Oh, it looks so cool, them drills, though, don't they? I'm just getting distracted looking at the drills.
I know.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have really liked these new drills as well when they've came out.
They're beautiful. I've seen some really nice builds of that. I'm just saying, can you guys actually, are you able to... I'm not going to crash any ships today, Umba. I've made a bet. I've made 1,000 clang bet that I won't crash. Can you guys not build? Buildings turn on. I'm just trying to understand. Can you not paste? I'm just wondering. I'm not seeing anyone paste right now, so I'm wondering if there's an issue. The drills are very pog. That's true. I'm looking at the chat, Llewellyn. I'm just seeing here. Hold on. We need a shovel.
A shovel? Oh, I know people want to play with the voxels. People have wanted to play with the voxels for ages. I know there's a discussion going on in some of the feedback areas at the moment about basically turning the drill into the like a multi-tool that you could paste voxels in, sort of thing. Because that's the main thing I think a lot of players want. They want to be able to shape the landscape around their base with the voxel hand, but have it as like a tool format so it's still immersive.
Sure, no, that's fair.
And that is feedback we're listening to, and we are hearing you. But for the moment in time, I've not seen anything really go in that direction.
I'm just saying. So, guys, the plan is as well. I'm just saying, people are asking about it. The plan is still to have VS2 before the end of the year. That's still something that Marek has said multiple times. That is still the internal mission, internal goal. And of course, if you do some maths on that, you think about it, what we are now, we're pretty much end of September. So there's 3 months left, Aaron. There's 3 months left of 2025. So it's either going to come in the next 3 months or it's not. But the plan is still to have it there. So in theory, guys, it should not be too long.
Yeah.
I know we're bouncing back and forth between SE2 a little bit here, but I see some questions about it. So
Yeah, and of course, I'll put the roadmap as well in the chat for you guys. Oh, I think my dog's going and your dog's going.
it's my dog. Yeah, it's my dog's going there.
Yeah, so here's a link to the roadmap as well, so you can kind of check out the direction that we're on. And you'll also notice that we've added some things on that roadmap, because originally we had these large stages, and then we introduced like the weekly updates where we wanted to bring out a lot of mods at one time. Sorry, not a lot of mods, but a lot of little updates and changes each week. Adding the blocks in and whatnot. But yeah, if you take a look at that, you can see where things are dated, and you can kind of get an idea of when this next vertical slice is going to be coming.
Definitely. Will NPCs be able to swim? So, I mean, there's very little info yet on NPCs. You'll have to wait and see, but it's probably one of the most... I mean, I'm looking forward to a lot of things, but the NPCs is probably...
Yeah. And on the roadmap, the NPCs are right at the bottom of it, where it says multiplayer, NPCs, story, and campaign.
There it is. There it is.
So, I do hope we can spoil a little bit more of the story sometime soon. We'll have to have a dig and see if we can start sharing a little bit more of that, because I know a lot of the players are really interested to see what we're cooking up behind the scenes as for the story and the NPCs that we'll be interacting with one day.
Yeah, guys, we'll share it. We'll share more details as soon as the time is right. Definitely, and that's a continued mission of transparency. So, Aaron, I've got some builds to look at. I know it's always fun for you because I'm always delayed, but let's have a little look here what we're looking at today. So, from Wick Sniper, I'm seeing a very interesting rover. It's almost like a asymmetrical.
I do like an asymmetrical design, actually. That's the design after my own heart. I like something a little bit different. The connector off to one side's very cool. Is it some sort of cargo rover with a little bit of defense turret?
Yeah, I mean, it's got like this neck almost. It's like we come around, it's got a little bit of defense. It's got cargo. Looks like it's got 2 cargos, maybe. The Razorback is what this is called here. The Razorback by Wick Sniper. So it looks like it looks like primarily, it actually might be, just trying to think the main use case, because it's got a connector right up front. It's got a bunch of cargo. So I think it is a cargo rover, but it's obviously got a bit of defense there too.
I mean, it's got that rotor on the back, so maybe it can tow a trailer as well.
Hold on, let me see.
Plug into the back. Oh, hang on. Does that module at the back come off? Or am I just thinking about that? I didn't know if it was attached.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it might, but no, I think it is built in. It's built in. It looks like that in that sense it could be like a flatbed here, but I think it's fully integrated in this case. We have got people pacing in stuff, so I'm going to quickly turn off the building just so I can. Oh, I guess it's whatever. Just so I can keep up with it.
Start heading around. Let's see what else we've got in stock here.
I'm just going to delete things as I look at it here. So next up, we've got. By Dark Sniper, we had Wick Sniper, now we have Dark Sniper. And look at this. This is the MPR-1. Do people? Oh, okay. So MPR-1, you'll see it in a second, Aaron. Another rover, if you can call it a rover, but it's huge.
Yeah, I sure want to say something about this. Don't take this as a roast, but it feels like the A-Team van, but upgraded. The
like
scheme.
It's like the A-Team van 9000. I can see that. If you look at it, I can see the color design.
Was that part of it? Or?
I do wonder if there's that, but I can see that now. Now I can't unsee it. So.
I didn't mean to roast it. It was, it was the black and red. You can't resist it being a good A-Team van. Can we get inside it as well?
Oh, I'm inside, yeah. Oh, you'll see it. You'll see it in 10 seconds. So we're coming around to the front. We've got the main driver's seat here. Wooden flooring, Aaron. There's some coat.
Oh, that's definitely A-Team van-esque. Maybe we'd have a bit of laminate in the back of there.
We got some cryopods. Got a little clock. We got a little kitchen. Make some coffee. Survival kit. So yeah, it's like a survival rover. You can
good memories though, the A-Team. I don't know why. Just when you and the guys like jump on in a world in Space Engineers and you whip out your welders and you put together some sort of craft, and you can just imagine the A-Team music playing in the background as you're building this wacky creation.
Let's see. 1 second.
Are we all right to paste the server name in again as well?
Oh goodness. Yeah, we can go for that, Aaron. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Right. Just head back up and grab it.
Let's see. So I'm gonna drive back here. I'm going to take this for a spin.
Oh, you've put the password in, but you haven't put the server name in.
No, I didn't put the server. Yeah, the server name is Het server, guys. Always is. I think the IP got pasted some places. I saw it. Look at this beast. So that it's got the interior. The interior's kind of takes up like half of it where the windows are, but the back half is like just storage, production. There's a laser antenna on there. There's some turrets on the side.
It's good though. It's really cool. It's got a long wheelbase, so the turning circle is incredible.
Yeah, look at this turning. Whoa.
Yeah, no tight turns in that.
No, it's actually.
There's a threat coming. Turn right.
No, it is. It does take quite a second to turn actually. I feel like yeah, that's something. It's long. I wonder what those little wheels are for. There's like little wheels that are spinning, but they're not touching the ground. So I'm just curious.
So you don't, when you go up like a hill and you're going over the lip, so you don't get yourself stuck.
Wait, now I'm wondering, does this thing detach? No, open into. There ain't no way, right? Lift suspension. Wait. Okay, that raised the suspension up. So
No, it must be for when you're going over a little hill.
So it kind of looks like the front can detach. It's not going to, but I can kind of see that the front looks like a separate vehicle. But then that would be weird because it would have big tires at the front and small at the back. So I'm not quite sure.
No, it's got to be one. No, it's just one vehicle, and that's just there. I bet, so you don't get stuck when you go over a mound. And it's got jacking points as well to lift it off the ground, hasn't it?
Yeah,
so
yeah. When you're stationary, yeah, definitely. It's very nice though, Dark Sniper. Very nice. Love that. Love that color scheme. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, just ignore me. I always roast for some reason.
I think they're showing what it's about. Actually, look. Oh, look, when you're going over things. Oh, I think I see now why they have that small wheel. Very interesting.
This is what I was saying.
Now they're showcasing it proper good. Look at this. Wow. Easy access for maintenance. I can walk underneath it, just the right height for an engineer. So I can. And now I'm crushed. Now I can't move and I'm crushed.
That's cool. It's nice seeing all these rovers as well. Because I always feel, look, and the jacks going up as well. That's even nicer.
Wow. Fantastic, Dark Sniper. We will move on, but this is a great build here. Let's carry on. I'm going to delete things just when they're finished, just to keep performance up. No, I always hate doing it. It feels so brutal. Like, I'm going to delete your stuff now. But I've got to keep the performance running.
It's not like they've built it in survival, though. That's the thing.
That is true. That is true.
They have pasted it in.
I want to look at next. Can we? Is the building turned on still? Oh, the building is on. Let's turn off the building because it's getting a little bit crazy. We'll turn it on in a second, Tim.
What next? Can we have a look at the big purple base?
Yeah, the big purple base was here put on pretty early. So look at this. Okay, it's a big purple base flying into the interior. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Oh wow.
Is it purple? It's more like a lavender or lilac.
Yeah, lavender's a pretty good way of describing it, I think. Let's have a little walk around here. So we've got refineries. Oh,
so yeah, so it's like some sort of production hub. Is there any farming going on in here as well?
I'm looking for it. I feel like there might be, Aaron. It's all lit up. Look at this facility. It's huge. So this is all refining. There's a tree inside. That kind of adds a little bit to the feel.
It's very industrial, isn't it? It feels definitely like a factory.
Look at
that's the look they're going for.
And there's like the skylights in the roof as well. Look at that, and the beams.
Yeah. What I also like about this building is I bet you could also, remove this industrial facility and rebuild it into something like a hangar as well, so you could have multiple uses for this building.
Oh, totally. I can see this as a hangar. Yeah.
Oh, there's little docking bays for perhaps vehicles that drive around in here or something as well.
On the floor, maybe. What's this up here?
You can't beat color-coded pipes though as well, can you?
Color-coded pipes?
Yeah, you make every life easier. Color-coded pipes.
Now look at this, Aaron. I've arrived at this massive gate. I walk in. It's huge, and now I've come inside. AWZ Megahertz crew room. Actually, what's the name of the creator here? So this is built by Royal Rollin. So Royal Rollin here. We've got the Megahertz assembly, Megahertz crew rooms. Let's go look at the crew rooms.
Very nice.
Okay, we've got some bunks, some light reading.
It's a nice corridor though in the center as well. I like the little rotating informational board in the middle of the corridors.
Auto works megahertz. There you go.
Yeah, you got to do the rhyme, you do the time,
Very interesting styling, lighting. Love the kind of verticality as well. Like huge, grand corridors here.
This is the only place where I'll allow verticality to be a positive thing.
Look at this. Is this anything? Oh, I think it's just the same. I think it's just spinning. Okay, cool. Now let's see if I can get lost. It's quite a big station here. We went to the main production. We have control room, trade, cafeteria, landing control, reactor room. Let's check out the reactor room.
Oh yeah, you can't resist having a good reactor room, can you?
I cannot. We got some radioactive shielding here, maybe.
Oh, that's what you need.
Especially with Apex Survival. If this gets a leak, you know.
Well, sadly, the shielding wouldn't protect you from the leak, but
yeah, no, it's going to pierce straight through that alpha radiation, beta radiation.
I think the best shielding you can have with a reactor is having a welder next to it, really. You know, ready to fix it as soon as it starts to irradiate.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is very true. But I can see got some nice little windows. Oh, look at those vehicles outside. That looks sick. Okay, let's see if we can get outside here. It's going to take us a second to get. This is a big one, Aaron.
It is. I like a big base like this. It's nice. I can imagine working and happily building creations next to this thing. All the little control panels have been labeled as well. That I think is a nice touch.
It's a very nice touch. We have that's the landing pads here, so like landing control.
Yeah. Like I don't know what in your mind what gives bonus points for creations. It's always signposting for me. When someone goes through the process of signposting things and telling me what's in a room with a sign, like that really adds to the immersion for me.
No, definitely. This is nice. The roof panels using all these different types. There's so many ways now to have different walls, different floors, different roofs that we wouldn't have seen in the past. So like this is again a unique kind of use of the blocks here with the light panels, always good, and the neon in between. Fantastic.
It's very visually impressive, this place. All the DLC here been used to max effect.
We're coming through. I like the rounded LCD. That's nice. Buy now. Everything must go. That was a good thing, Aaron. When you were here in person, we could do this in real time.
That's it. Who knows?
Just seeing it behind me. Yeah. Diarrhea. Okay. Oh. Diarrhea standard. Damn. Diarrhea extra. Oh my goodness.
What have you come across here?
You'll see very shortly, Aaron. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Wow.
Is this a processing plant for a very different sort of material?
Hold
on. It's oh my goodness. Oh no.
I love that's just casually there. It's probably the first time in Space Engineers history that I've seen an LCD with the word diarrhea on it.
Well, the color of the toilet is actually quite off-putting as well.
I mean, very off-putting.
Yeah.
Right outside the hotel entrance here as well. Okay, we got private rooms. Oh, nicely color-coded as well. Got a bit of purple going on there. Smitty's Hotel. Wow. This station has everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to speedrun it.
I like it when the space is filled properly, with different things for you to explore.
Steven Seagal's restaurant. Oh, Steven Seagal's? Wait, is that what I think it is? Steven Seagal's restaurant? Are you hungry? We don't care. Get lost. Okay.
Unless he's referencing that other seagull.
Wait. On a second. Everyone's in here. Hey, guys. What's on? Pay TV. Aliens Alone at Home. How to Rotate Blocks. Pony Farm on Mars.
I know. I've seen quite when I've been reading through the feedback recently, and I've seen a lot of people wanting, screen in screen, so that they can play YouTube videos on screens or stuff. And I don't know how dangerous that would get, but I guess that would get pretty spicy.
Hi guys. The Monday menu is now available on Friday, inspired by Deutschbahn.
Should we head out of this one and have a look at some others so everyone else gets a little time as well?
Yeah. I didn't check out this entire build here. Let me just check out the vehicles. There was a very nice vehicles outside. I should probably just get my spectator up and have a blast around here because this is one of those builds, Aaron, that someone's pasted it in, but it's really like a whole stream showcase if you want to get into every single room. So you guys should definitely check this out in the workshop. This is I had to get the name again of this creator, but Stunning outpost.
The thing is, it's always the danger with the workshop as well. You could build something absolutely amazing, but sometimes it doesn't get any attraction, and then it's just buried in the void of the workshop. I mean, we do a lot to try and, when we've actually got our community spotlight this week about the different designs and creations that are coming out, we've had so many with Apex. I think we're over 30 creations that we're going to be showing off and spotlighting to our usual 10. But it just shows how busy players have been, creating and working on these masterpieces.
Oh, for sure. No, this is amazing. It's just a massive complex. Love the hangars, love the vehicles. Great
What's
work.
nice about these trucks, though, as well, is like they've tried the different cockpit styles on each one and tried to integrate it in.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they've got the industrial cockpit, they've got the cab cockpit, and they've got the flush cockpit. That's well spotted there, and each one is a slightly different vibe. Because the cockpits do quite a lot for the vibe of that and the kind of. I mean, not necessarily the purpose, because they could be all similar purpose, but yeah, it's
but
still...
the thing is, the view kind of gives you like the feel of it. Like you could imagine this N1 being quite a utility one, where the middle one's your standard sort of truck. And for some reason, the slanted cockpits remind me of like like more of an armored vehicle.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah, I'm just thinking here. That was. Let me just see. I can't actually delete this. Interesting enough. Let me see if it's because of the admin tools. I'm trying to. Okay.
I'm trying to find out what block it is, or just remove the whole grid.
Oh, I got it now.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there's so much to look at, Aaron. I don't know how we're going to do it, dude, but we're going to have to try.
Right, let's go into a flyy thing, because we've seen a wheeled thing, we've seen a base. Let's try and see what people have got flying.
Okay, we have... This is Cicero. Is that the name of the ship? Sicario. Sicario? Is this the Sicario or is that the player? I think it's the player. Hold on, that's the player actually. Let me just check the... It's like a Halo ship.
Like Pelican-y.
Yeah, I think it's a Halo ship, right?
I like the ramp at the back though.
Yeah, this is by Blackie Watchy, guys. So Blackie Watchy here. Aaron, I always have a soft spot for this kind of build. Kind of drop ship.
I do too. I don't know why. Drop ships are just... I think that's some of the first things I built, like, where they have the engines that rotate around and stuff. Like, there's something about dropship or like a cargo / troop transport vessel that's just quite attractive, isn't it? It's quite cool.
It's super nice. I'm gonna come around the side. This is the Sato S Army UNSSA.
I like the side doors they've got for boarding as well. You can also imagine shooting from them as you're coming in on a target.
Off the side here, yeah. Let's go for a spin. Let's go for a spin, Blackie Watchy.
It's a lot bigger though. When you actually put the character inside it, you realise just how big this grid is and how many people it could fit inside. Has it got flares?
Let's have a look. But I look being in the back of this, Aaron. I got all these engineers here back with me with their seats. This is it.
That's it. It's like there's nothing better than grabbing a bunch of friends or other players and setting out on a little mission or making your own little mission scenario up that you can play.
Oh, when I open the door, it like opens. There's like a door that works like this. But look, it also opens up like this side piece that like closes around, if that makes sense. Hold on a second here.
You're doing well to hold on though.
I am. So if I close it, it closes the door, but also behind it, there's like this. There's like a protective panel, which I think closes up on the outside. Again, if I open it here, look at that. It's a bumpy ride, that's for sure. I don't know who's flying this thing, but is it? Oh, I would never do such a mistake like that. Wow. It's amazing. I feel like it's an original build though. Like it does look Halo-y. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it doesn't look quite like a Pelican in my head. Like there's design elements that are similar, but I don't know. I'm not sure unless it's from another game or another version or something else.
It's also got a bit of a feeling from the dropship from Elysium as well. Is it Onyx? Are they called Onyx or something? The
Onyx.
That's
what. It's not from Halo. It's from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the one that had a bunch of that makes sense. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's lots of different vibes though across different movies, media and games that all have dropships, and they all seem to come to this sort of styling, don't they? Point with these diddy wings, little engines, and a massive door that drops down the back.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, very nice.
Lovely. Should we have a look what else is about?
Yeah, let's head back. We're on a journey here. We've flown a long way away, but hold on, I'm coming back. I see a massive walking thing, Aaron.
Oh, can we have a look at that next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them little seats and them little racks for engineers to sit in there. It'd fit probably maybe two rovers in that other thing as well. Oh, it's scary when you're loading the walker. You only get some parts of it loading.
You wait for this. This is by Dread Mechanic.
Now that is a builder's name, I know.
Look at that. Are these AI? Because when these like is someone inside? I think these they really are. They're called solar drones here. So when it started moving, the solar drones popped off the deck and are kind of now like guarding this thing. They're just hovering and staying nearby. So let's see this thing, Dread Mechanic. But holy moly.
No, that's cool. And the drones return, do they as well? I'm guessing.
I hope so.
I'm guessing maybe they return because I mean, if they just dock back, then that's very cool. What does it say on the little screen in front of them? Does it have a bit of information?
I'm gonna have a little look in a second here. I'm just seeing this thing move. It's got wheels on the legs, so it can kind of drive and like rotate.
Well, I'm guessing they're for like protection to protect the legs, so they can add a bit of friction because you wouldn't be able to adjust the friction settings on the legs otherwise.
That's true. Because you could also lock them. There we go. And it's like it gives a bit of sponginess, doesn't it? You can see it bouncing, rather than it getting.
Go on.
No, I was going to say rather than the kind of armor getting damaged, like it gives like a natural so it can walk and it doesn't actually get damaged because those wheels can really take it and the suspension can really take a beating.
And that's a mini mech at the back as well.
There's like a mini mech. It's sparking away down here, so it looks like you can walk down, right? So you can be on the inside of this thing. Here we go. Let's have a look. You can be on the inside of this.
It's incredible. It's mad what the players come up with. This is exactly what Marek was talking about in the blog post as well. Like every time he checks in, like the players have come up with something even crazier than before.
Because now we're like here at the back of the mech. It's lowering this down. Ensure balance control is active. So there's some little bit of this is the hunter mech unit. The hunter mech unit. So it's getting lowered, and now it can probably drop.
Are you going to dare take this mech for a test
I don't know if yeah, let me try. Let me see. Hold on.
I know it's been nicely labelled as well, and I appreciate a good labelling, especially if this ends up being a workshop item, or maybe perhaps it is.
I don't know if I see the... Let's have a look. I'm not sure. I feel like it's better if Dread Mechanic drives it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. It's been released. Oh, man. It's taller than I expected. Look at that. Holy moly. That's quite terrifying, actually. The Hunter Mech by Dread Mechanic. The password
is still the same. But
look at it go.
I know in all the mech building discussion boards, there's always a leg section.
A leg section on the server, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it looks good. It has a good walk to it, though. It's kind of like a confident, stride.
Let's see. Hold on. What is this? Okay. No, but this is amazing. Like, this in itself is a cool build. Like, someone could have come with this and it would have been amazing. But no, it happens to be a part of this amazing mech, which we're going to have to look at the kind of mothership here. Because it looks like a bit like a carrier. It's kind of got, like, the... Oh, I always forget. What's the name of, like, the when you have an aircraft carrier, you have, like, it's the bridge, right? But...
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a name for the kind of column, like the kind of...
the control, not control tower or something.
Is it conning tower? Is that it?
That's
I think it might be. I think it's conning tower. I can't remember. Yeah. So, I think there might be another word for it. But yeah, it's kind of
a radar dish though. As well.
I'm getting like this kind of carrier vibes, but yeah, it is conning tower. Great.
Because I'm getting a bit of a crossover vibe from, have you watched The Wild Wild West with Will Smith? And
I haven't.
Spider?
I actually haven't.
It's got like the legs from that section, and it's got this grey mechanical vibe. But the combination of it being able to launch drones and also have a mech underneath, that's just damn cool. I mean, to be honest, when the drones first came out as an update, where players could use more drones, we saw loads of drone carriers then, and it's kind of recessed a little bit, hasn't it? We're not seeing as many drones, on these builds as perhaps we could do.
Let's have a look. I'm also going to fly in a little bit in the interest of time. Wow, so the bridge here, all the piping. Look at all the. This is like all like the sense. I call the timer blocks, programmer blocks, all the logic up here. Wow. If we drop down, we got some of the farming blocks. Oh, Aaron, there's a big farm at the back.
Oh, is there a farm?
There's a farm
yes. Extra
and
points. Extra points.
There's a farm and there's an auto collection system. This is stunning. Look at this.
All in one. We've got drones, we've got mechs, we've got giant mechs, and a farm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see Dread Mechanics showcase this. So it's on little rails here. Little small good rails.
This is incredible. Is this on the workshop, Dread Mechanic? Is it on the workshop?
I gotta see these things in motion.
Look at this in a bit of spare time.
This is one for the shorts, Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, that's it. I'd love to just have a look at it for some of the shorts as well. Just view every section of it, you know, and have a play with each part.
I don't want to touch anything. I'm scared. So let's just see if Dread is gonna.
Track history is not particularly good at pressing buttons.
That is true.
But saying that, Dread has labelled everything with these nice screens, so you might be able to, you know, read what to do.
Let's see. Hold on, Dread Mechanic is. Alright, okay, maybe I'll try. I'll try if there's a button around. Let me see. Oh, I'm not inside. That's the problem. My engineers. Hold on.
Oh, well, you can always teleport him over, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, there's a big button here. Is that? No, that's probably for the door.
What does the sign say in front of the crops?
Yeah, maybe that will do the trick. Is there any button panels? Farmbot, warning. Ensure harvest control system is active before operating the robot. That's the thing. So, is set. Check FBot01A harvest is set to the mobile farm reference beacon. Ooh. The farmbot will alert you when crops are ready to harvest. Wow. Press the button underneath the robot to activate the harvesting mode. And
Dread Mechanics also said that this will be on the workshop this weekend as well.
Oh, so it's not yet. So this is literally like a world exclusive, world reveal. Dread Mechanics. I don't know what the name of this build is.
Yeah, to be honest, everything we see in these little showcase worlds always blows my mind.
It's cool.
See so much cool stuff.
I mean, it's called Mobile Farm. That's the name of it, actually. Dread Mechanic has entered the room. Let's see. I trust him more than anybody.
Yep.
Oh, it's going. That was it. You just had to press the button. Oh, wow. Look at the green lighting up the crops as well. Now. This is sick. Look at this. Oh,
I can't believe all this is happening on top of a spider mech.
I know. Well. Like, it was one thing if this was just in like a, a greenhouse on a base just chilling. But no, this is crazy. The lighting effects as well. That's just nuts.
Yeah, I can imagine with, at nighttime, this would probably look really cool in here. I don't know. Are you tempted to switch over to night for a second just so we can have a peek, or is it already done?
It's finished harvesting, but we can get a vibe check quick.
Get a vibe check in, yeah. Let's do that.
Oh, there we go. It's like a farming disco in here. Wow. Now this is how you build farms, guys. That's not new. Yeah. I know people are talking about the seeding, which we got to have some conversations about, but what people are already managing to do with the kind of automated farms is what I expected. There's some really amazing designs, and people haven't taken very long to crack the code in that case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a format that a lot of them are following as well, with these on rails type farmers. And I don't know if that was because originally we demoed that in the trailer, or this is the most efficient way of farming. Yeah. We've seen some vehicle farmers as well, and we've also seen where people lay out all the crops just flat on the ground and then just drive over the top of them.
Sure.
So there's definitely more efficient ways.
Well, as Dread Mechanic said, what's even cooler about this is that it actually alerts you when it's ready as well, which is pretty sick.
That's what I need. It's like a farming Tamagotchi. Have you seen them where you put your plant in the pot and the pot tells you when to water it?
For sure, dude.
Not that I need that, guys.
What's this down here as well? There's something that drops below. What is this? Oh, interesting. It's like another kind of access. You think this is how you get in if you have no jetpack. Let's have a look. You'll see this in a second, Aaron. It's also very nice and highly engineered
down there.
Yeah, we've got engineering. We've got some production stuff, processing.
and a lift and an elevator.
That's what, yeah, the elevator's what I'm looking at
in
right
this
now.
thing, like
Oh,
elevators,
scout drone.
mechs.
Hold on a second.
Oh, hold on.
Again, you'll see it, Aaron, but I think the scout drone's gone. Like, the scout drone was inside of this little neon cage here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at this weekend when I get.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. You'll see it, Aaron. Yeah, I think this is it down here. It's basically like a little speeder bike, but it also is kind of like a spider as well. Only got 4 legs, but you'll see it. This is a one for the shorts.
Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely gonna have to be one for the shorts. It's beautiful.
Wow, amazing. So you got a scout drone, you got a mech. I missed it deploying that, but the color scheme, just yeah, it's stunning.
Little scooty machine. It's got low friction. They're very cute.
It really has. Let's see. And at the front as well, it looked like there was some way to. We got the spinning ore detector, very nice little touch there, and then it's got at the front little arms for collecting. I guess this could be for collecting bushes, or it could be for collecting whatever's on the ground, so it can kind of reach out and pick up stuff off the ground here. But also has a drill on the front, so it can.
This is definitely one for people to keep an eye out when it comes onto the workshop. This one definitely, isn't it?
I can see it now. 1 week from now, Aaron, this is going to be top of the workshop.
You reckon? Yeah, right, well, let's place your bets.
Yeah.
But before we get too distracted with anything further on this one, should we have a look at something else?
Yes,
I'm
Aaron.
Sure
I rely. We're not gonna. It looks like we're not gonna get, because I would like to do a bit of Q&A with you guys, like 5 minutes here, because there's some questions that we're not getting to, Aaron, unless you see any here. But
yeah, there's a few general questions coming up, but at this point, we're kind of really focusing on having a look at the the creations rather than answering questions.
Sorry.
So I was saying, like, we're focusing more on the creations at this point.
We are. That's true.
Questions. We can fit some time in for questions towards the end, so I'd save your questions towards them.
All good. That's fine. That's totally fine. So next up, we've got this rover from KS686. Very nice. I would say this is Keen approved color scheme. Got the blue, the white stripes. Beautiful. This is the Mark 1. Kind of got the wheel covers there as well. We got the spare tire. Bit of asymmetry going on. It's got an interior. We've seen a lot of wheeled vehicles and ground. Well, it makes sense we're on a planet after all, but still a lot of really amazing.
Is it because the workshop, when we're looking at the workshop, we're always seeing loads of ships, and then in the spotlights we always see loads of rovers. But I think it makes sense, like you said, because we're down here on the planet, aren't we? Maybe if we did a showcase in space, we'd see more. Yeah,
we could do one.
Ships.
Oh wow, this is nice. This is clean. Like the little sleeping area. Like it's like a caravan or something, but it's very minimalistic. Kind of got this wooden paneling here. Yeah, fan-freaking-tastic. Got a little oven, microwave, fridge. The full works here. This is cozy. This is nice. This is like a luxury survival rover here. Because it definitely is for... oh wow, that drone. It's a really well polished, little rounded skylight on the roof.
Got a dishwasher in there.
Oh, it's got it all, Aaron. It's got your heart. It's got hopes and dreams that are found inside.
Oh. I thought that was, there was a guy standing in the corner. I thought that was like a suit rack or something, but it was just a guy standing there in the airlock.
No, that was it. Yeah, we got a lot of players in the server actually. We got 23 server players. That's nice. Maybe I can get it through them after all. I'm getting through them here. So over here, from Llewellyn, I don't even know what to say. This is simply stunning. How streamlined the cockpit is. The detail it's got, Aaron, you'll see in a second here. It's got like barrel. Oh my goodness. When you guys see this, I'm gonna have to turn on shooting, but this is nuts.
Oh, has it got rotary guns?
It has.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Is the cockpit open up on that button as well?
We'll see. But what this means is it's pretty much continuous firing here. Look at this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, this is severe damage.
I really like that idea, though. I don't know why. I just think the idea of it rotating like that is really cool.
We've seen it before, like underslung barrels and stuff like that. Look at all the engineers here. We've seen this design. I've seen a few of these kind of barrel, rotating barrel weapon systems, but this is so nicely integrated where it goes inside the body of the wings, I guess you want to call them. There's the cockpit. and then only, I guess, one at a time is firing, like when it gets exactly like, you know, shooting down the length here. So that's amazing. And to have it on
expensive, definitely.
To have it on both sides as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. And the cockpit opening as well.
Oh, no way. I just suddenly clicked. No freaking way. Okay, Aaron. I'm going to have to show everybody to explain this. I just clicked what it is. Hold on. Hold up. It's going to take me a second to prepare this. Aaron's like, what is going on? But he'll know when I see this.
Okay, we'll see.
No. So, Aaron, I designed like where is that gone? Image slideshow. Okay, not this one. Carol, this one here probably is good. So I designed a ship. It's a new thing. It's the thing that we like to play around with on my streams on the weekends. Basically, I'll open up Paint and I design a ship, a blueprint. It's a ship from above just by drawing lines. And I give it to the community. I say, try to build this. Now, it's very hard because you only see it from the top. You don't see it from the side or the front or whatever. But take a look at what Llewellyn has managed to make from this blueprint here. I'll show on the screen.
So how often does that happen then? Do you do that? Is that a weekly thing?
No, I wouldn't say.
I'm trying to work out how much time the players have to build it.
I wouldn't say a weekly thing. I mean, it probably is. We're probably going to have a look at them tomorrow or Sunday. So on the screen right now, you guys are seeing, Aaron can see the stream. This is the blueprint. This is what I designed in paint.net. And I was like, oh yeah, I was playing around. I had like a cockpit. I was drawing some wings. And I challenged the community to build it. And this is the first one I'm seeing here. And if I now take off, I'm trying to line it up on the screen. If I now take off the blueprint and come back into the game. Ready, guys? Damn! Look at that. Now, I mean, I can't quite get it right because it's kind of like a bit fisheye, the camera. But the attention to detail here, taking the wings, the little shape at the end, the center cockpit, and then the weapons, the kind of this the rotating barrel was nowhere in this design. But overall, Llewellyn, you have exceeded my expectations for a design I drew in Paint. What do you think about the whole concept, Aaron, by the way?
That's a fun idea, to be honest. I really like the idea of just the challenge of drawing it through Paint. But having a look at the ship on the ground, is like really nicely configured, though.
It's incredible.
If it's just come from a Paint drawing, like, it'd be funny now if he's like, oh, I had no clue you were doing that, Joel. You know, this is just the ship I was working on.
No, but he said in the chat, he was like, look from above. And I was like, and it was when he said that, I was like, ooh.
Oh, them landing gears are nice as well. I bet that. Yeah, let's see it take off. Oh, we're seeing it take off now.
Let's see it take off. Yeah. We can see the custom landing gear.
Yeah, it's a cool looking ship though, that, isn't it?
And the landing gear is properly hide up into the chassis as well, so it's hidden.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I like everything from the detailing around the thruster housing with the warning tape to the angles of the engine bays to the landing gear coming in and out. That's really cool. The cockpit as well opening up's a nice little touch. We've seen some really cool designs here tonight. So this is probably quite effective as well, actually, you know, laying down some serious fire.
I mean, this is literally, I wasn't sure. The thing is, it was also, I didn't say like if this is like a, you know, like a frigate or like what kind of class it is. Or heavy fighter, but this is what it's kind of like a super heavy fighter because it's a massive, it's a pretty big build, but the only interior is like the cockpit. The cockpit kind of opens up, you walk inside of it, and that is the view from the cockpit.
That's all you need, though. Yeah, the engine, the angle of the engines from the rear and the front as well. This looks incredible.
Yeah, you can see that, can't you, Aaron, as well. It's not just a simple build in terms of the shape. They've gone some
with advanced builds like this. I wonder what sort of planning goes into the. You know, has this just been built part by part, or has there been like a drawing board where they've sketched parts up, worked how to get parts to align together, or did they just build, shape out, that little shape that you made, vertically from above and then built it downwards? I'd love to get like the insight of how this was designed and the steps involved in it, and I'm sure it'd help a lot of builders as well, especially new builders.
Definitely. It took 5 days to build as well, Aaron.
Woof.
5 days.
Is that 5 like full days? Or are we talking like 5 evenings after work?
Yeah. What is that time, Llewellyn?
Like, are we talking like hours? Let's talk hours. Hours is what I understand. Like, are we talking like a 40-hour ship?
Let's see. Llewellyn call it the strike fighter. Just pummels the ground. I mean, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing pummeling. I did not expect that ship to turn up today, and that's why it threw me off for a second. But man, I can't believe what Llewellyn's built here. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's so much, the greebling, like the fact that it's like got these angled thrusters. I mean, even like just alone, the rotary weapons is something that's super special in my opinion. So great work. And I say, Llewellyn, I'm sure I'll have another look at this on the weekend, but this is
superb. Be on the workshop?
Well, that's a good question. I would hope so, Llewellyn. Is it on the workshop yet, or plans to be, or?
I mean, this is the sort of thing I'd love to feature in a shot, you know.
There it is.
Panel. So, you know, if it is on there, you know, let us know. And I said this last time, guys, is, you know, don't hesitate to send us through your builds. I can't guarantee things being featured on, you know, on the social media, but at the same time, you know, if it has certain sort of characteristics and exciting things for a shot, then I'll definitely stick it up there.
It's on the workshop right now, Aaron, apparently, and it's called The Warm Welcome.
Okay. There you go. Well, I'll have to check it out this weekend.
Or the LWY51 Warm Welcome. What a build. So there it is.
Check it out, guys.
Fantastic, Llewellyn. We'll back at that in a bit. So let's see if we can get through a few more builds. I saw this thing here. I thought it was at the Fortnite bus. It's called the Curious Grub. And I'm seeing like a little balloon up top, Aaron. You'll see this in a second. And then it's got like, it's got a drill. It is kind of like a grub, if that makes sense. I don't know what I even mean by that, but the shape of it, it's a very interesting build. Because I think it flies around like that. I'm not sure, are you seeing it yet, Aaron?
Yeah, I am seeing it. It is a very interesting, very unique sort of build, isn't it?
Just like, does it...
Does that bit on the top snap off and then it drops into the ground and starts digging? Or
I don't think so. I think it's like, it's actually necessary. Because it has some sideways thrust, but it doesn't really have that much thrust on the body of the build here. Can it tilt down?
I'm guessing like it's a deposit nibbler then of some kind.
Honestly, I have a lot of questions about how this works. And who's this by here? Let's see. This is by Grabanton. Another build by Grabanton here. The Curious Grub. The balloon is to make it fly in atmosphere. Oh, okay. So it's a space miner, Aaron. It's a space miner, not designed. Okay. The balloon just allows us to showcase it today.
I don't know. The balloon was kind of a fun effect, though. I was thinking a bit more into the balloon. I didn't know if it was like a. It's a nice idea though to put on that as a little cool thruster to demo it here.
Well, it's nicer than like having, you know, just slapping on some random thrusters. Like it kind of makes it like a pretty design having like a balloon like that.
I like the protection around the cockpit either side. You can imagine if rocks were being ripped off as you're mining, that they would protect your cockpit from being slammed.
Oh yeah, and it's got like I think it's got like a heads-up display as well in front of it. Very nice. So we'll have a look here, guys, because I'm not sure based on if we're gonna look at everything today, because there's still more stuff coming in, but I'll try and get a few more things in here.
Yeah, there's definitely room for a few more.
So what's this over here? I'm seeing like hold on. It's like a big old ground vehicle. Looks like it's still work in progress right now. Got an access ramp on the side. Close up. So I think this is a work in progress build for now.
Why do I feel like I've seen this before? I feel like I've seen this somewhere.
Little Blackie says the balloon is to lure in the F-22s. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot about that. That was a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? The weather balloons. Do you remember that, Aaron? The mysterious weather balloons? Yeah. Maybe it was this year. I can't remember. I lose track of time.
Are you talking about the ones that were all over the place taking pictures of things?
Yeah, the mystery ones. They were like the ones that were like white balloons, like weather balloons high up, and they were flying over the US. I think I can't vaguely remember it, but it was. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was the first time an F-22 has shot down like a UFO or something like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this build here, I think it's not finished yet, but we can take a name. This is by Kenneth. So not quite clear 100% what this build will be. Has got large access ramps for smaller vehicles or personnel and equipment, but not quite sure what the final build will look like. So we'll have to come back to this one from Kinet and a later showcase here. So I'm gonna start deleting things so that I can just see what is I haven't looked at. This is like checking off the list here.
Do we have any more aircraft we can jump to? Because we've done one ground, one air.
Okay. Well, there's this big thing over here. I'm going to take a brief look at this. I think, guys, it's always better to definitely showcase finished builds, ideally, unless this is finished. I'll have to see, because you know, obviously, it just makes it more efficient here. We can have a little look. So I think this is a station, planned to be a station here. Very interesting. Oh no, it might be a Star Destroyer. Oh, I don't know actually. Oh, I really don't know. Let's have a little look.
Is it someone's early stages of construction? Because this is nice to see though as well, because this is someone shaping up like an outline, isn't it?
My goodness. I'm going to say anything, Aaron, until you see it. When I see it. Until you see what I see.
It's going to be another is it a rotary weapon of some kind? And they built the shape of the ship around it, or starting to.
I love how yes it is the answer.
It's a rotary railgun.
Wow. Holy moly.
So I wonder. So this must be timed. So by the time it rotates all the way back around, that next railgun has fired. Oh, it goes in opposite directions as well. That's even cooler.
This is the Space Engineers Railgun Gatling test by Kennett. Internal railgun mechanism made by at game. Origin Yerba Mark 1 on Steam Workshop. So there's some buttons here that the guys are controlling it with. This should be illegal. Yeah, I've seen like we've seen a lot of these kind of rotary weapons now, but this has to be a record in terms of number of railguns in a single. And like you say, Aaron, if we fly to the top and we zoom out, like you can see the ship when it's finished. It's going to have a bit of a Star Destroyer shape to it and big thrusters at the back. But a major part of this ship is simply for housing these railguns.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best way to build. You know, build your weapon first, and then build your ship around your weapon.
No, legit. That is the case. So that's a little sneak peek, and you'll have to keep us posted, Kenneth, when this build is finished. But yeah, that's scary.
I'd be interested to see how this actually flies with the rotors rotating like that. Maybe it's designed to rotate opposite way. You know, so it counters the forces of each. Of the the actual guns. Yeah,
that's true. Oh, maybe that's why they spin opposite directions. Yeah, it offsets it. There's like the centrifugal forces and stuff.
It'd be nice to see this fly when that starts flying. That'll be a really interesting time for that build, just to see if it can fly with all that rotation.
Yeah, bring it back. So next up, we've got another ground vehicle by Blacky Watchy. This is the Albion Long Range Support Platform. So it looks like it fires. It fires basically player-made missiles.
I like a player-made missile.
And it happens to look like it's a mech, Aaron, but also it can maybe convert into a wheeled vehicle. Depending on the terrain. Is that
like a deployed platform? So like it's in like deployed mode now, and then it hits a button and then it drives?
No, it was walk. Oh, those wolves. It was walking.
It does walk. Oh, it walks. Okay, wow. Very cool.
I'm waiting for them to launch it. Okay, something's coming out. The little eye. I hear I hear alarms.
Kennett's saying that shooting was off, so he couldn't fire the railguns.
Okay. Oh, that's why. I just saw him launch a missile here.
You know what? I've been watching too much War Thunder anti-aircraft missiles, and that just kind of ticks the spot.
I would turn on shooting for you to fire the railguns. Okay, I didn't know you wanted to fire them, so let's see it then. Hold on. It's going to be such a loud bang. But yeah, nice little... oh, there it is. There it is. See, Aaron, you kind of fold down, and now it's driving. Little wheels, but look at that. Obviously going to be quicker now.
Very cool. I like that.
Wow.
It's not... I always like the smaller builds as well, just because of how much tech that they pack into such a small package.
I'm scared. Shooting.
The pack of wolves as well. That's just crazy.
Just following us around. I know. Ah! Sorry for that noise.
Without a context.
Okay, I have never in my life seen railguns like that before. This is possibly the most powerful non-modded weapon we have ever seen in Space Engineers. Get damage on? I kind of want to get damage on and then just park a bunch of stuff in front of it.
My question, though, is in survival, how much power would this use?
All right, that is a good question. Right. How would you need to recharge these? All right, I'm gonna turn damage on. Or maybe it's recharging now. Hold on. It might be. I'm assuming it's recharging like as we speak, and it just basically, it just fired off all of the railguns that it just had.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you would stagger them in such a way where you just constantly
continuously.
Yeah, continuously.
I don't know though. Like I feel like they're not quick enough. How far it's spinning?
To be honest, though, maybe if you just wanted to do max damage as quickly as possible, then you just unleash, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we can use this as a test target, guys. I'll turn on damage. Careful now. And when ready, Kenneth, let's just see what it does to this innocent ship at the end here. Not expecting any problems.
Won't it be taking a few minutes to charge up, though?
No, it shouldn't be that bad. Because they're all going to be recharging together. Well, okay. Try not to crash with... Oh, wait! Oh, I just got missed. Pause. Okay, I didn't fire all of them yet. That ship is gone. Bring the next victim. Oh, we can look at this ship here quickly. Before we fire it, hold on.
It's a bit sad that we shooted at ships that.
Oh, there's a ship here from Chris Bruce. Ship here from Chris Bruce. A little bit rusty, a little bit rustic. It's got hydrogen. Got a parachute, emergency parachute here.
Though that crash I just watched was very cinematic.
It was actually.
That was like a cutscene from Battlefield 6 there. Right?
Levolution.
Where the helicopter goes down.
Let's go inside, a little seating area. Come down. Oh, hello. How's it going? A little bit. So this is like two people can travel in this. It's definitely seen better days, but don't worry, Chris, because we are now going to sacrifice it to the railgun turret. When ready, let's bring it forward. Bring it forward as a worthy sacrifice.
God, there's some poor guy sleeping in there as well. Isn't there?
Yeah, wake alarm clock coming in. Maybe they're too scared. Maybe I have to fly in. Hold on. Any other ships?
Any other contenders to be tested out?
Let me see. I don't know if they're hesitating about it. Oh no, it's coming. It's coming. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Very conveniently in front. All right, Kenneth. Release the beast. I'm kind of scared. Damage is on. Yep. Oh! Holy moly. And honestly, Aaron, that is... I have never seen anything that powerful. Aaron, it wasn't just like a shoot the sky. It literally evaporated that ship.
That's what I'd expect.
Total evaporation. Evisceration. Evisceration. Oh, I can't even say that.
Yeah,
Eviscerator.
I think all that was flying off. There was one part. Was it a thruster?
That just I don't know what was left. But not much.
Like, I don't know if maybe the players will notice this as well. It's like when you get destroyed, sometimes you just get destroyed so hard, you just left a cockpit, just floating.
Yeah, that's all that's like, the last remaining block.
Yeah, but I always find it so comical. Like I don't know if that was like a planned feature or something.
No, that was crazy. Bring it back, Kenneth, when you finish the ship. It's amazing. So last couple builds here. I think we can wrap it up pretty much very soon here. Oh, yeah. We have this is the Cas. No, is it no? The name is Cascade. Oh, the name is Wick Sniper. Oh, is it Wick or W? Oh, I think it's WJC Sniper actually. Maybe. I can't tell if it's a J or an I, but this is the Cascade. So we've got a little kind of rover here, Aaron, with a trailer. I know how you feel about trailers.
I love the trailer. I do love a trailer. Yeah. You know what? I like to see though people's reverse driving with a trailer just to see how good they are.
Oh, I can't do that.
No, you don't think you could do it? What about in real life? Yeah,
in real life, I've never driven a trailer before, so I would say I'm not as hopeful in the game. But
well, have a bit of practice in the game and see.
Are you a good trailer driver, Aaron?
In a Euro Truck Simulator, maybe.
Okay, not in real life.
The only I don't think I've actually. Oh, the only thing I've driven is a tractor with a trailer in real life, and I think that's a bit easier because you can kind of see where you're going.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let me just see then. So we've got... Oh, this got destroyed. I think the last thing to see is this. Another rover build. Took a bit of damage. Massive trailer in this one, Aaron. It's like for... I don't know what it's for transporting.
That is like... Someone said, how big do you want your trailer? And the answer was yes.
Yes, exactly.
Is it like a tipper trailer, or are they going to be building a mobile home?
I honestly am not sure what this is. It looks like it can open up at the back.
It looks like they maybe need to finish the trailer, but it could be a home. It could be a little ramp they've got at the back as well, like you said.
I think it's not a ramp. I think it's solid. Like maybe it's a filling with something. Maybe it's, yeah, I don't know.
What, at the back? So
Yeah,
like
it doesn't actually. It looks like a ramp. But, oh no, it does open. It does open. It does open. Yeah, I guess it could be for vehicles then. Vehicles could drive up onto it.
Yeah, like a little toy hauler, or maybe it's for all your gravel.
Look at the engineers having so much fun on the server, Aaron. This is the showcase server shenanigans right here. Everyone's coming to. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. Getting over that. No problem. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, you're avoiding the big crater. That's always a good one.
Wow. Suspension's very good in this actually. Oh, hold on a minute. I think it might be. Oh, that's why it's not a simple system. I didn't miss it. Look at this. If we come in here, it's got like obviously the wheel suspensions, but it's got its own kind of custom suspension system. That's why it was actually going over that pit there, because you got to really see that in action here. Like the suspension is like floating. It's got wheels. I mean, it's really hard to see here, but
wow. Yeah, you have to get them to stop for 1 second without them getting rammed. So it looks like it's got rotors in the middle so it can twist.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh, look at the way it's like bending down. It's like got chains almost keeping it. So it was able to go inside of that ditch and like reverse out without an issue.
Oh, so it's using small wheels as tensioners.
Look.
Tensioners.
Yeah, it's got like hinges in there. That is complex. I have not. You see a lot of custom suspension systems, but this has to be one of the more advanced ones that I've seen over the years. Fantastic.
Yeah, that has got some flex to it right there. That could enter a. Oh yeah, so it's double hinged at the front. Very cool. Have you cut out? Have I cut out?
No, I'm fine. I'm just looking at something here.
Okay. I was like, what's going on here?
No, it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Very, very nice. And this is a build by Kenneth. Kenneth's been killing it today. Wow, all these Kenneth builds. I'm not sure how many are on the workshop, but some serious engineering skills from Kenneth here.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm really impressed.
Primes with some of these suit combos I'm seeing as well.
Wow, I'm really impressed though how well it's doing over. I mean, this is not even bumpy terrain. This is like severe craters.
Oh, it seems like you got a bit of a soft spot for a good suspension system.
I do. I definitely do. And that, in fact, I think on that note, I think that all the builds that were in the server, I will open up the showcase just for you guys to paste in some stuff. There's some people in the chat a little bit disappointed they couldn't get their builds in. So building is building is on now. So feel free to paste in a few last minutes, and we'll start to wrap the stream up here. And I think, right, Aaron, is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect timing, to be honest.
So yeah, Aaron, if I'll give it to you first, dude. What have we got to kind of summarize today's stream with?
Yeah, well, if we start summarizing now, we might be summarizing a little bit too early. It might be good to have a few questions and try and give a few questions and answers, and then I can wrap it up with a nice summary, directing people to the newsletter and use some of the other points that we've got to, have a little bit of a chat about.
Well, I'm looking at another build here. Have you seen this build?
Oh, I think this is by light walks, really heavy duty. It reminds me of the what's it from Aliens?
Who is it? Let me just check who this is by. I think I know. It is. I knew it. This is by Red, Master Mech Builder. We liked his smaller kind of John Deere mech, and this is the next generation. Look at those huge feet. Wow. And it's got these big grabby hands. Yeah, it's got massive grabby hands here.
I like the feet as well. I just like how it walks. It walks like it's heavy and...
It walks with confidence.
Can it pick up the car with its hands, or are the hands a bit more complicated?
Let's see what it can do actually a little bit here. And we do have to say, guys, if you have any questions that you are holding out, I know we didn't really answer that many today, so let's focus in on questions as we look at some of these last builds. And we'll be happy to answer. Just put questions at the top, and then that will in the first start of the message to help us see those. Yeah,
drop some questions and see. There's even bigger mech behind that.
Oh,
mech.
I know, what's Aaron. Going on? This is what happens when you give a little bit longer for the server to be open. Yeah, there's a whole.
The mech community is popping off, though, isn't it? Really, I feel like it's one of the strongest communities we've got at the moment. What's happened to our tank builders? And,
it's a good question, but no, the mech builder's strong, no doubt about it. It's got some drones on top. It's got the grabby hands. There's the little grabby hands there. It's got some four little farming drones, I guess. I don't know exactly what they're for, but these are 4 drones mounted on top called the Bumblebee. There you go. It's got the stabilization system at the back, keeping this thing stable. essential for a mech.
Hands.
Oh, this is
great.
terrifying.
See if you can pick you up in it.
You can try.
Yeah, you know what would make a really fun shot is if you had the the static engineers enabled, and you grab one of them static engineers in the claws of that thing. That would pop the charts. People would see that and go wild.
You know it. You know it, sir.
Oh, and drones are launching as well now.
Oh yeah, the drones are launching. I see a beautiful U-wing in the background. Fantastic. I love the U-wing.
Okay, first question through. Will fast travel in SE2 use jump drives? Now, I don't think this is something we can answer at the moment. I think this one will be better answered by Marek as well.
Just obviously, there will be ways to shorten your travel times, guys. I'm sure. It just depends on. We haven't already yet. It's not something that is. I think it's been touched on briefly, but I don't think it's set in stone. Actually, I don't think all the ideas for fast, whatever you want to call it, fast travel in this. We'll just say that in this case. I don't think it's all been finalized.
Yes, well, yeah. I think the best thing we can say is that the team are looking into it and working on it, on the fast travel side of things and jump drive side of things as well. And there's been some testing going on. But when Marek is on, Marek can probably give you a better answer on that.
Definitely. Any more questions, guys? We want to do some questions. I'm not seeing so many yet. When will rotors, hinges, and pistons be implemented? I mean, that's another big one, isn't it, Aaron? For SE2,
yeah,
of course.
that's another massive one, really, for Marek as well. Like, we do have rotors, hinges, and pistons, in development, but, we can't tell you when they're coming.
Let's see, hold on. Let's have a look. Any other questions? Maybe not. Maybe there's no questions there. Maybe everyone just wants to see more mechs. Will we see?
It is always harder asking some of these more difficult questions as well, because like some of the answers are still waiting, for the future, or we need to double check, to make sure that we can discuss that without making any major leaks.
Yeah. The fast drive would seem to be a very swift copy. Tank tracks when? Oh, I know. Again, guys, there's nothing something that's like confirmed the plans, but I really hope in SE2 we get tank tracks at some point.
So, but what sort of tank tracks would you like? Would you like? Have you seen the mods? The mods for tank tracks?
Oh yeah, the kind of pops on.
Yeah, it just visually puts. I think, to be honest, that's if I want tank tracks, that's the mod I use. I mean,
yeah,
do you want physical tank tracks?
I mean, because I think physical tank track, like a modular tank track block swing, would be amazing. But at a minimum, just visually, like if it just acts like wheels, but maybe there's some different, like they're like special wheels that have different grippier or whatever it is. But for me, a lot of it is like the visuals. I mean, if they were like fake wheels, like they would have attributes that would make them better than wheels, right? For going through across certain terrain. Yeah. But like from a physics point of view, they're just wheels, but like special. And then a visual point of view, they just look epic. Because I think whenever we had a whole session looking at tank tracks, and tank tracks and oh wow, that was a nice move. Tank tracks. They're just such a satisfying thing to see in any kind of build, honestly, be it industrial, be it military, even civilian, It's a very nice mech here as well. Here,
I'm just about to say we've got some additional questions coming.
Yeah, go for it, Aaron, hit them.
So we've got another one that I can't really answer, I'm afraid. This is will planets get wildlife, birds, bugs, client effects to make planets feel more alive? And that's like some of these questions, these more complicated ones, we need to save them for Marek, ideally, so he can give you a full breakdown of what we have planned, or if we have anything planned for them.
Wow. Some of the other builds in here, guys, they are amazing. I'm just in the interest of time, I'm not going to go into them in great detail here, but hopefully in the next stream we can re-look at some of these, because there's some absolutely stunning builds going around the world now. I can't even believe it. There's that U-wing again. Wow.
What a collection of creations there, though.
Yeah, what a collection it's been today. No doubt about it. Look at this thing.
So as a few more of the questions come in, we'll try and grab a few more, but I'll also kind of give a little bit of a wrap-up speech as well here.
Yeah, go for it, Aaron.
So overall, guys, we really want to thank you guys for your support, both with Space Engineers 1 and Space Engineers 2. But primarily for, reporting the bugs with Space Engineers, giving us the feedback and allowing us to shape the game with your help. And in return, we're trying to be as transparent as possible with the development of Space Engineers 2. So as things are happening, we're giving you pretty much, I would say, live and uncut sort of views through Marek Ross's dev diary into what's actually happening behind the scenes. And you can see how the designs of it's kind of evolved over time from quite basic, even like the water was all spongy, and now it's it's top quality. So that's what we want to keep doing. And until these features reach you, we're going to continue to cover them and give you as much insight as possible so you're not left in the dark. So if you want more updates, subscribe to that newsletter. And there is a new way now of subscribing to Marek Ross's blog via email, so you can get the information direct to you. And what he has promised that was really nice is there's not going to be any ads, there's not going to be anything silly if you do subscribe to his newsletter. It'll just be his article
raw,
straight to your email when it's ready.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks, Aaron. I think that summarizes some of the big stuff, and I think also, again, music competition still going. You've got nearly 2 months, guys, to enter the music competition if you want to get into that. Yeah, keep the feedback, the support coming. We got 208 in the works for SE1. We got VS2 in the works for SE2, Planets and Survival. It's been an exciting couple of months, but it's going to continue to be more exciting in the coming months as well. So,
of course,
thank you guys.
As we get close to them points, we'll try and get some of the devs on as well, so they can talk to you and answer some more complicated questions. But thank you guys.
No, definitely. And let me see. There we go. There we go. So, thank you to John and Climb for getting the server up today. It was great, and I appreciate everyone who joined the server. And it was just always, every week, reliable to know there's going to be some amazing builds to look at, and today was no exception. So, thank you for everyone joining the server and the stream today. It was great to see you guys, and I'm glad we could go over some stuff and just chill and just hang out with the community. This is what the big thing of this is about. It's just good vibes, and just the one thing we all have in common is a passion for space engineers. So, other than that, just join the Discord, discord.gg/KeenSWH. Yeah, Aaron, I think covered that, like the socials, the support site, keep an eye out for the shorts. There's good stuff coming out on the YouTube nearly every day, so stay up to date with that.
We're trying our best to get as much out there, and sometimes I'm begging to leak things, and it's like, hold on, Aaron, we need to leak this, we need to show this later, and I'm like, come on, the community would love this.
They lose their minds.
Just stay tuned for it, guys. There's so much cool stuff ahead.
And of course, wish you guys a great weekend as well. Wishing you a great weekend and a good weekend playing some SE1 and or SE2. So keep up the great work, guys. Legends. And I think that's it, Aaron, right? We good?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys once again.
All right. We'll see you soon. See you next week. Bye-bye. And we are out of here. Fly safe.